noticed that if I find one thing that I enjoy doing or one place that I enjoy, I just like to go back to that same place or do the same thing over and over again. I suddenly realized why that is. I'm currently walking by the riverside. I feel so happy, even though my day is like literally all I did today so far was wake up, journaled, meditated, came out for my walk, and then later on I plan to go to the gym, and then I need to finish editing my video because I'm going to post that tonight. And yeah, it's like such simple things, but it gives me such a great sense of purpose because I know that these are the reps that are going to compound over time, and I just feel so excited about that. Damn, it looks like I got so much food, but it's actually not that much. It's just like tofu. I got a chicken this time, cabbage, broccoli, and enoki mushroom. But this is so good. This is like my favorite thing to get in Taiwan. It's called lu wei, I think. But it's so easy to get so many vegetables with this, and I feel like that's an issue in some other countries when you're traveling. It's not very easy to get vegetables, like in Singapore, but here in Taiwan, it's very easy to get a lot of vegetables. Okay, I just finished uploading my latest vlog. So I went to the gym, and then I went to the night market to get my dinner, and then I brought it back home to eat while I examine my vlog, like just to make sure there's no like issues. Initially, I was having a copyright issue because when I took the footage of the live performance of that guy by the river, he was singing a Jay Chou song, and I had like a really long segment where I was showing that in the video, and that actually got flagged for copyright. So I had to re-edit it to shorten it and then just cover it with music. Anyways, I'm gonna go shower and hopefully go to sleep early today. Oh my gosh, my hair. Today is Monday, and I'm going to take a day off to just do what I enjoy doing, and that is basically just going to the bookstore. Yeah, it's basically just going to the bookstore and reading a book for like the whole day. But I'm not going to spend the whole day there today because later I'm going to have a call with my friend. So she's actually a former coworker at the first company that I worked at when I graduated, and we're actually the same age. And she had synchronistically reached out to me earlier this year because she was going to be in Vancouver for a couple months, and she thought that I was still living there, but I had moved out the prior year already. And she just so happened to also have a whole new life transition where she's moving to Australia. We had called a few times while I was in Taiwan, and I feel like we're going through such similar journeys, and I feel so grateful to have reconnected with her because I didn't think that we would have such a great friendship, like have so much in common, because we didn't spend that much time together when we were working together. But yeah, I always love whenever life just kind of surprises you in this way, where the connections that you made in one context can later on resurface and become stronger at a later point in your life. And that has happened so many times in my life that it makes me really believe in the universe and the timing of everything, and just knowing that things will always work out and align in perfect timing. So, yay! Okay.
服务中心 Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Elite Spectrum.
Okay, so I'm currently walking by the river and there's so many flies, but I just really wanted to share this realization that I had earlier when I was walking towards the bookstore. And I was like, why is it that I just like to do the same things like every day? For example, when I was reflecting back on this week, I was like, what did I do this week? And I was like, oh, I literally just went to the same places on repeat. I have no desire to go anywhere else right now either. And I noticed that if I find one thing that I enjoy doing or one place that I enjoy, I just like to go back to that same place or do the same thing over and over again. And I will just keep doing that until I just naturally move on. And then I'll probably repeat the same thing for the next thing. And I suddenly realized why that is. So it's because, wait, I don't think I can record. There's like way too many flies. Okay, I need to go this way. Oh, okay, no flies this way. But yeah, it's kind of like the first time that you experience something, it doesn't have much meaning to me yet because I just experienced it once. But if I go back to experience it again and again, then I start to become familiar with it and I start to develop a sense of attachment to it. And with that attachment, meaning gets created. And with that meaning, it also means that in the future, I'm going to miss it. And it also means when I think back to it, I'm going to feel a sense of nostalgia. And I think that's something that I actually just really enjoy. Like, I kind of enjoy feeling nostalgic about certain things or places or periods of time in my life because it means that that once had meaning to me. And I think I realized that I'm just unconsciously creating future nostalgia for myself by just repeating the same things over and over again. Just like for a song, if there's a song I really like and I listen to it on repeat, then once I move on from that song, I will actually intentionally not listen to that song out of that context so that in the future, like many months later or something, when I listen back to that song, I will associate it specifically with the context in which I first listened to it so that it brings back that wave of nostalgia that's associated with that place. I realize I'm just doing the same thing by repeating the same habits and routines and places and stuff in these days. And I also noticed this because when I was reading that book, on the last day, I actually started to feel really sad when I had to put that book back on the bookshelf. Like I started to feel like I'm I'm going to miss this. I'm going to miss these days. And even though I'm not leaving Taipei, like I can still go back to that bookstore, but I won't be able to reread and re-experience those days in the same way again. And I guess when I put that book back on the bookshelf, I was just saying goodbye to that whole experience of that book and the impermanence of that whole experience. Like I won't be able to live that again. And yeah, it's just funny how it was only 3 days, but I just started to develop this attachment to that routine. And now that that's over, I know that I'm gonna be doing the same with the next thing that I do. Like, for example, this river. I'm really enjoying walking by this riverside as part of my daily life here in Taipei. And I think I also enjoy knowing that I'm going to miss this specifically. I think that's also what kind of makes me enjoy walking by this river even more because I know that I'm developing this sentimental attachment to this river every time I visit it. This is very interesting to realize. Let me know if you're also like this. Anyways, I need to go. There are so many flies walking in this direction. I actually think I'm going to go back to the bookstore tonight because yeah, it's Friday night and all I want to do is just go back to that bookstore.